Zwelinzima Vavi expelled. More reaction now. Numsa closely aligned to Mr. Vavi. You'll remember the union was also kicked out of the federation last year. Instant response now from Irvin, who's the General Secretary of Numsa. Mr. Jim, good evening to you. Is this a good or a bad day for organised labour?
Well, good evening, Jeremy. Few things. I think the first one is that I think the South African working class must appreciate that a revolution will not be televised. In that, unless the working class organize itself as a class itself and deal with the bureaucracy that has become an enemy to worker control, workers will kiss both their hard-won gains and the struggle to improve their condition bye-bye. Basically, what these forces done is not new, it's not surprising. Everybody should have seen, everybody should have known that with the expulsion of Numsa, 340,000 workers at the time, because we have grown since then to 364,000. These are cunning forces. This is a bunch of reactionary grouping that has no interest of workers at heart. This is a group of individuals who will stop at nothing to hollow out the federation, to maintain the status quo, because we've got a government that we are in alliance with, whose mission and task is to continue to implement neoliberal agenda. And I think there's no doubt that Vavi, who has been very vocal in saying no to corruption, both of some of those leaders. Right. I listened to him yesterday. He went very smart, and some of them went to television this morning trying to respond. I think it's high time that he must, look, he has been going for unity and so forth, but I think in going for unity, one of the things that he did is to protect corrupt individuals who have squandered monies for workers. And I think it's high time that, look, the working class must take full destiny of their future in control of their future into their own
Ivan,
hands.
Jim, let me ask you this story breaking in the last hour. I presume that you have been on the phone to Mr. Vavi. What has he told you?
No, not as yet. I have not spoken to him. I will meet him definitely late tonight, but I have not spoken to him.
I spoke to the Secretary General of the ANC, Gwedi Mantashe, just a short time ago. He's disappointed, but also intimating that Mr. Vavi might find it cold outside the confines, the structures of COSATU.
Well, I think that's fallacy. I think that this nonsense that is called outside, it's nonsense. The bottom line is that we have been expelled. The same theory has been thrown at us for standing for principle. We didn't see this cold. It's so warm outside. In fact, workers are joining us in mass. So I don't understand why it is cold outside. In fact, when this is being raised, it exposes people who have been claiming that they are for unity of workers, when in fact, the one lip is for unity, the other lip. If they can win the day to destroy revolutionary forces within COSATU, they will stop at nothing.
Mr. Jim, how successful is the Numsa union going to be now that it's been formally accepted into the structures of COSATU?
Well, Stumo has succeeded to have something to campaign about. In fact, Numsa is nothing else except a pamphlet for Stumo, so that whenever he sees workers, he can talk about Numsa. The bottom line is that there's no Numsa that is a threat to Numsa. In Toyota, where they claim they have got these 1,000 workers, this past weekend I have a fully packed hall of 5,000 Numsa members who remain very resolute behind the organization. So yes, they have registered a shelf union, but listen, we are not going to go around and harass Numsa. If it is a union, it is a union. If it wins members, it will win members. We are simply servicing our members, which is the task of a union. They will not remain with Numsa if Numsa does not service them.
Irvin Jim is the General Secretary of the National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa.